Hey gang, welcome back to Opa's Diecast Restoration. Today we're doing a special tribute to law enforcement with the Diecast Mafia, and this is my entry. It's an Erdl 1957 Chevy, and I'm going to turn it into a vintage Popo. Man, I can't talk today. Anyway, we start out our usual fashion, drill the rivets out. The only thing odd about this little car is it had a lot of detail in it. I mean a lot of detail. But the wheels were offset in the thing, so I don't know what that was all about. Put a little awl in the post after we've drilled them all out. Use our 256 tap. And put in our 256 button head screws. For a little bitty dog, Cupid is very noisy. And yes, I know his name is Cupid, the other one's name is Valentine. You can tell a girl owns them, but I can't blame her. She is the soldier. Into our favorite stripper. Had a few casting lines on it. I used my abrasive rubber wheel from my jewelry supply. I lost the footage of me drilling the hole in the roof, but I measured it out and put it dead plumb center all the way around. All shined up on the wire wheel here. So much easier on this wire wheel than those little bitty ones you put in your Dremel. Does a much better job. My primer here. I switch back to the metal edge. I don't know, I get better results with it out of anything. Plus, for less money, I get a much bigger can. I'm finally going to make my diabetic supplies pay off in one of my builds. This is the little cap that goes over my medicine injector needle. I told Matchbox Mark I didn't have any extra or spare lights, and I told him I'd have to make one. He said just take them off of another car. Since I didn't have any extras, this is what I used. And it turned out very well, I might add. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Since it's hollow, I packed it with some epoxy putty, let it dry overnight, sanded it down. I used a little epoxy and smeared it around the edge, and that little piece has a ridge on it. And that ridge sat down in that epoxy. Bob's your uncle. Yeah, hit that subscribe button if you like these videos. Since this is a vintage popo, I decided to go with the old black and white since it's an old car. Much to my surprise, when I looked up on Google, they had everything from zebra stripes, I guess just whatever the town wanted to paint them, however they wanted them painted. Detail in the seats, that's about all the interior it had in it. And I later detailed the motor. But I made the seat like a brown leather color. Washed the windshield, which was in really good condition. Some hot water. Let it dry overnight. And I dipped it in my Pledge Revive It. You'll notice I enlarged that hole at the top. That was to make sure it would fit over that ridge of that glue or epoxy and that little lip on that police light. Sure you cover it. Here's all of our pieces. You can see I detailed that motor in. Here's what we started with, an Ertl 1957 Chevy. Beat up, play worn. Perfect for what I needed it for. Here's what we ended up with. 1957 Chevy police car, black and white. You'll see I put a little chrome paper clip made into a loop around that light to give it that chrome look. Detailed the headlights, the tail lights. I even put the only police type stickers I had on it, even though it says Polizei. For all I know, it could have been a small German community in the South. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. For now, for the Diecast Mafia.